Welcome. My name is Jason Gardia-Stinnett, and I am one of the FMUSDF co-presidents. Every year, the Friends of Montebello Unified School District Foundation honors organizations or individuals that have been of great service to the community. This year, as the Service to Education Awards Committee was in the process of selecting the honorees for this year's awards, we felt that in addition to other worthy nominees, Bill Whitmore was long overdue for this recognition. A call to him to ask for permission to do so was met with his usual reticence. However, we pointed out that he was one of the primary founders of the foundation in 2012 and that he had been an integral member of the board, facilitating all the work needed to be accomplished as a board member, officer, and chairperson of the Service to Education Awards Committee. That he served admirably as president from 2020 through 2022, and that due to unforeseen circumstances, he stepped in to fill the remainder of the term as president in late 2023 and into 2024. We really had to drive home the point that his seminal work with the foundation, Montebello Unified School District personnel, with friends and partners throughout the district and the community to support our mission and vision is unparalleled. Reluctantly, humbly, and gratefully, he finally relented to our request. However, shortly thereafter, FMUSDF lost our leader and integral member of our family when William R. Whitmore died on June 15th, 12 years after establishing the foundation. He had just turned over the reins to my wife and co-president Vanessa and myself, who were to begin our term of office on July 1st. While Bill and his wife Joan did not have children of their own, given his dedication to supporting the hopes and dreams of our district students, in many ways, the students of MUSD were his children. He left big shoes to fill, and we hope to be able to lead the foundation forward to carry on the mission in which Bill invested so much of himself and his career. Bill was a humble, selfless, and dedicated leader, and we are blessed to have known him.
Hello, my name is Bill Losey, Vice President of FMUSDF. We're going to talk for a minute about an article from the fall of 2015 that was published called A Celebration of Community Life, which had a subtitle of A Solid Foundation, Leaders Rally for Local Public Schools. The foundation article stated, led by a dedicated team of retired teachers, business leaders, community activists, and school administrators, the Friends of the Montebello Unified School District Foundation is filling gaps in public school funding to give students and their teachers more opportunities to succeed. In addition to co-founders Kathy Neiswanger and Lovie Sherman, who was our first FMUSD president, Bill was quoted frequently throughout that article and about his involvement in the foundation work. It's very apparent from the article how involved he was. And there's another excerpt that is very applicable. It says, for several years, Bill Whitmore thought someone should create a foundation benefiting the district, but whom should do that exactly? So when Whitmore retired as the district administrator, that answer became clear. It should be him. And so in 2012, Whitmore took the lead in assembling an eclectic and dedicated group of business people, community leaders, parents, and educators who became the founding members of the Friends of the Montebello Unified School District Foundation, FMUSDF. The goal of the foundation is always to help students with funding needs that aren't being met through state and federal sources. Whitmore said, "It's been like a dream come true. I've always felt that whether I was employed by the district or not, I wanted to do everything I can to support our students. I hope to be able to do that for the rest of my life." And it turned out that's exactly what he was able to do. Our community was blessed to have a passionate advocate like Bill. We are forever grateful for his dedication and hard work on behalf of our students.
Hello, my name is Joan. Bill Whitmore was my husband. I'm so honored that you chose to recognize Bill at the Service to Education Awards banquet. The foundation meant a lot to Bill. He was devoted to the students of the Montebello Unified School District. I made a collage to highlight my life with Bill. I'd like to share it with you. Bill was born in Downey, California on September 26, 1947. He had a twin sister and has an older sister who lives in Oregon. He has nieces and nephews living in Texas, Oregon, and California. It is fitting that you chose to call this banquet Mercedes Bill, but Bill's love of cars started way before his passion for Mercedes. Here is a picture of his best friend from elementary school. They were in a Model A Ford Club of America. Interestingly, Bill's first car when we got married was a Model A, and this is a Model A. Bill went through school in Downey, graduating from Downey High School. I attended a different high school. I was a junior when we met. He was a year and a half older than me. You might find it interesting that we met at a gas station. One of my friends had a boyfriend that worked there. That worked there. One of my first dates with Bill was in his new VW. I was playing with the dials and Bill was getting a little frustrated with me, but we ended up being married for 54 years. In the military, Bill was stationed in Germany, and when he returned home, we got married and he finished up a degree in industrial arts and a master in counseling from California State College, Los Angeles. Today they call it California State University, Los Angeles. He distinguished himself there, receiving the California Industrial Arts Student of the Year Award. He went on later to receive a master's in school administration from Azusa Pacific University. These are some pictures of me in high school, our senior grad night, our marriage ceremony, and some trips we shared together. We always had trailers. Here are 3 of them. Bill always told me I chose where we went on vacation, so 2 years ago I said, "You choose where we go." It was no surprise Bill chose Detroit. We toured the Ford plant and the Henry Ford Museum. He also went to Mercedes-Benz Club of America to Germany to see the plant and museum. It was always on my bucket list to go to Mackinac Island. I wanted to go there to see the Grand Hotel, which was built in 1887. Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeves was filmed there. Mackinac is famous for their fudge and their horse-drawn carriages. No cars were allowed there. This is a very romantic trip, and I'm very glad I got to make it with Bill. Let's talk more about cars. He started with a Model A, had a pickup truck, Chevys, and so many more autos, I can't even mention them. He graduated into hot rods. Here are 3 of his hot rods. One was featured in a hot rod magazine. His true love was Mercedes. His 1985 diesel was the last of his collection. Besides his cars and me, his first love was dogs. Our last dog was Blackie. I recently had to put him to sleep, and now he's with Bill. Now on to his career and accomplishments. Bill started working at Scher High School as a small engine repair teacher and then auto shop teacher. In 1980, he was named California Industrial Arts Educator. He was briefly a counselor and then became Director of Career Technical Education. In 1983, he received the Outstanding Service Award from the California Industrial Arts Association. He served as a consultant to the California State Department of Education and earned an Award of Excellence. As a teacher, he was active in VICA, Vocational Industrial Clubs of America, which is now called Skills USA. It was a national organization that helps students prepare for careers in skilled, technical, and service occupations. Bill accepted the award for VICA chapter from Senator Montoya when his students earned awards at the state convention. It was kind of fun for me because I got to go to Kentucky where the kids were doing their demos. Bill went on to become Director of Curriculum and Instruction for grades 9-12. He held that position until he retired. Bill was not through making an impact on the Montebello schools. He was a good grant writer. His grant writer enabled the district to build the Applied Technology Center High School. He served as consultant. This was a school that trains students for entry-level jobs in various fields, including criminology, health and food service, to name a few. This brings us to the Friends of the Montebello Unified School District Foundation. Bill was one of the founding members when it was established in 2012. The foundation awards scholarships to students each year to help them toward attaining a college education. Bill served as president from 2020 to 2022 and stepped in again to serve from 2023-2024. The foundation is naming a scholarship in Bill's name, which makes me so proud. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation.
Hello everyone. At this very moment, we are conducting a silent auction through the Charity Auctions Today website. The proceeds from the auction and our generous donors help us in our efforts to provide up to $50,000 in scholarships to worthy MUSD students. In addition, we provide grants to teachers and charitable organizations for field trips and educational enrichment activities. This year, we are pleased to offer a variety of items donated by local businesses and community members. You can access our silent auction by clicking the link that is featured on our website, friendsofmusd.org, or at thebigbigslo.com, where you registered for this event. If you don't see anything that you want to bid on, please consider making a donation right there on the Charity Auctions Today site. You will find the Donate button on the top left corner of the opening page. And please remember that your contribution will benefit teachers and the students of MUSD.
The Friends of Montebello Unified School District Foundation story is rooted in the district's history. The foundation echoes the work of a former foundation that served a similar role more than 20 years ago. Bill had served as district liaison to that long-defunct board, so when he started the new foundation, he had a good sense of what was needed to build a strong and lasting board. He called 15 community and business leaders and asked them to serve. Every one of them accepted. The foundation raises money through various fundraising activities, and initially the goal was to raise $500,000 annually to benefit the education in the district. While it's certainly an ambitious goal, Bill was confident the foundation could achieve it. What he said back then was true. This is a community that prides itself on providing good educational opportunities for students. All the people who live in this community want to ensure that they're doing the best they can for students who attend schools in the district. We all want to make sure that we're doing the right thing for the kids, like the students he taught at Schur High School and the Applied Technology Center, which he played a crucial role in establishing. The foundation is part of Bill's lasting legacy and a tribute to the kind and caring person he was.
Hello, my name is Dan Clement. I'm one of the members of this foundation's board of directors. I've been asked to say a few words about my recollections of our dear friend and former colleague, Bill Whitmore. Bill was one of those unusual people who had a rare combination of two very important talents. He was both a big picture guy and a boots on the ground guy. Bill had a visionary and strategic sense of what Montebello Unified School District and its students needed for a sustainable future. Bill also worked hard to identify every step that would be necessary to get there, and then he tenaciously followed up on each step. We all know Bill as the man who had a dream for many years to create this foundation, as well as the man who was instrumental in getting it up and running. Perhaps less well known is how Bill's past service to this district made him a natural for that role. Bill was a talented grant writer who brought millions of dollars to this district over many years. Even after he retired, Bill was instrumental in obtaining a $6 million California Department of Education grant to support the college and career pathways of both this district and East Los Angeles College. Bill is also a longtime advocate for career technical education. He was a great believer that public education should prepare all students for both college and careers to help them better succeed in later years. When Eddie Velasquez was this district's superintendent, Bill provided staff support to the quarterly meetings of the Superintendent's Broad-Based Community Coalition. That group consisted of several local business, political, and educational leaders who discussed the importance of preparing students both for college and for career. These discussions led to the design and creation of the Applied Technology Center, a new high school that put college and career pathways at the heart of its curriculum for the first time in this district. Of course, those pathways went on to migrate to all three other comprehensive high schools in this district after the ATC was up and running. Bill harnessed the community excitement and support for this new high school by creating the Founders Circle, which was a group of community members who wanted to support the ATC financially. The Founders Circle members formed the nucleus of this foundation's first board of directors, and their donations became the first set of funds held by this foundation solely for the benefit of the Applied Technology Center. All subsequent donations, of course, have been available to all four high schools and all of the schools in the district. On a personal note, Bill was my mentor and friend, and I feel very fortunate to have known and to have worked with him.
As one of the original founders, Bill Whitmore wanted to support the arts. FMUSDF has funded several programs and projects via grants since the foundation's conception and has since featured many of the district's talents in their online fundraisers. Our board members believe that the arts connect to all curriculum and look forward to creating more avenues of support through collaborations with the district and independently through FMUSDF-sponsored events. We applaud all MUSD youth who have shared their talent through performances, vocational arts, paintings, drawings, photography, music, and all other mediums, because creativity does take courage.
Hello, I'm Henry Madrid, Chair of the FMUSDF Service Education Awards Committee. This year, we're proud to award 17 scholarships to students from Bell Gardens High School, Schur High School, Montebello High School, and the Applied Technology Center. We encourage all graduating Montebello Unified School District students to visit our page at friendsofmusd.org regularly at the end of January and apply for the FMUSDF scholarship once the process has been announced as open. Our goal is to help as many students as possible reach their goals as they move on to their next academic chapter in college. We congratulate all graduating students on their achievements, and we wish you all a successful future.
is Barbara Trevera, and I'm past president of the Friends of Montebello Unified School District Foundation. My involvement with the foundation began with another call from Bill Whitmore in the summer of 2015, asking if I would consider becoming one of its board members. I emphasize another call because 10 years previously, I received a call from him asking if I would consider joining another foundation that he was supporting. This organization was called the Montebello Business and Education Foundation and was created by Richard Demersion, president of the Commerce National Bank, and Philip Wagner, who was an active and involved parent and Montebello community member, who later became the city manager of Bell Gardens. The idea was to support students, teachers, and schools with much needed supplies, for example, technological equipment, that the district at the time was unable to provide the students. The effort was a public-private community partnership. Bill was a strong advocate for the vocational arts, beginning with the auto shops and continuing with the establishment of a new high school, the ATC, and the district's various pathways. I met him in the early 1990s when he was a Montebello Unified School District administrator, and I was the Montebello Unified School District board member representative, who, together with other MUSD administrative staff and CSEA classified members, were trained and worked together to establish interest-based negotiations for their contract. This non-adversarial cooperative way of negotiating was very much like Bill. Let's get the work done together in the interest of the students. It was no surprise to me that he was one of the founders of the Friends of Montebello Unified School District Foundation, along with other individuals I had previously worked with and respected over my 26 years of working with MUSD staff and community members. In addition to Bill Whitmore, the founding members of FMUSDF included one of my fellow MUSD board members, Daryl Heacock of Homer Heacock Realty, two wonderful and respected former MUSD teachers, Lovey Sherman and Catherine Neiswanger, Montebello Police Chief Kevin McClure, and former Police Chief Steve Simonian. Educator Todd Clark and Dan Clement Esquire, founders of College Bound Today. Business persons Jay Nomura, M's Flowers, Amy Tassio, Hilton's Hotels, Ernesto Flores, Camino Federal Credit Union, Ted Eck, Chevrolet of Montebello, Norm Witt, Cook Hill Properties, and Robert Bohinke as the MUSD liaison, who, after retirement as MUSD superintendent, joined the foundation as a board member. Other district liaisons have included Art Reveltas, who also joined the foundation after his retirement as assistant superintendent, Dominic Picon, and current liaison, Dr. Kyvan Ewan, assistant superintendent, Department of Educational Services. Other notables who later joined the foundation include Montebello High School alumni attorneys Leonard Plodkin and Larry Forbes, FMUSD Advisory Council, several former MUSD administrators, including Cheryl Plotkin, business manager, Dr. Bill Losey, visual and performing art director, and former Garvey School District superintendent, Deborah De La Torre, assistant superintendent, curriculum and instruction, Maria Elena Alvarez, pupil and community services, Richard Torres, former Montebello city manager and FUMSD president, and Cristina Jurado, shops at Montebello. Bill personally invited each of these individuals to join the foundation, and through his leadership, collaboration, and determination to the end, the Friends of Montebello Unified School District Foundation has enriched the education of many students throughout the district for over 14 years. Thank you, Bill.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Stinnett, co-president of the foundation. For his vision, leadership, and the countless hours he devoted to FMUSDF, the members of the board are honored to acknowledge our founder, William Bill R. Whitmore, by awarding him the 2024 Service to Education Award. In addition, with great thanks to Joan Whitmore, a perpetual scholarship has been established in his name and will be awarded to a deserving MUSD student beginning in 2025. Thank you, Bill, for all that you have done for the students of the Montebello Unified School District. Whether it was as a teacher, administrator, or FMUSDF board member and president, you will be sorely missed, but never forgotten.